Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your
All right.
solution every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Look at you. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. So we got to talk about something going on in D.C. Something is getting into the water or something, because finally, we've got GOP representatives that are actually willing to fight for something, anything. And we'll take anything at this point. Some of them are literally actually willing to fight physically. And I'll show you everything I'm talking about in a minute. But guys, thanks so much to everyone that's been subscribing, everyone leaving such great comments. Really appreciate the support. If you haven't already, help us to continue to grow. Support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, most importantly, share. So here's the thing. Even the most loyal Republican supporters will tell you basically the exact same thing that I say on this channel at least 4 times a week. Republicans are weak. Republicans are scared. Republicans are just going along with everything they're told to go along with once they get there. So when we finally stumble across a GOP representative or senator or somebody that is actually willing to fight for what they believe in, well, that person deserves that we pay attention to them. So obviously, violence is not the answer. I'm not advocating for that. Violence never will be the answer, especially when dealing with the other side. They just are not capable of getting that sort of message. It just makes them crazier. So violence is not the answer, but I'm going to show you some passion for the issues, some passion for standing up for the American people that we've been missing for a very, very long time. And definitely can't be upset with the guy. So it's Senator Markwayne Mullin from Oklahoma, who literally just about went to blows with a labor union president. Keep an eye on old Bernie Sanders. Bernie was about to go old school grandma on both these guys.
Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior, as everybody knows, and it's here in the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish you was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me, any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your
All right.
solution every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Look at you. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it. Hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't like
the
you
mic.
because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic.
Yeah.
You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this, because I did challenge you, and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet.
Hold on.
You challenged me to a cage match,
No,
acting like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard
Hold it.
bully.
Excuse
Sir,
me.
hold on.
Hold it. No, excuse me. I have the
I
mic.
will say exactly.
Senator
what he
Mullin,
said.
I have the mic. You have questions on any economic issues, anything that said, go for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse.
You brought.
We're not
him
talking
in.
about, of course I
And,
did.
and let me
He's-
show you his hearing, because I want to expose this thug to who he is. And
Could you not point at
2013
me? That's disrespectful.
All right.
I don't care about respecting you at all. I
don't
people that
respect you at all.
respect. So
All right, hold it.
let me
Hold it. No.
You're one of
Yeah,
100 of the most
Hold
elite
it,
people.
please.
Act it.
Please. All right. This is excuse me. This is a hearing to discuss economic issues. All right? If you have questions for Mr. O'Brien or anybody else on what he has said, go for it.
I mean-
But we're not here to talk about fights or anything else.
I'm quoting exactly what he said.
You can
and
say
this
what
is-
you want,
This is
but-
your witness
This
you
is
brought.
my
And let me,
witness.
I'm exposing him.
You can
as a
talk
person
anything you
who
want.
is. So
But
in
no fight-
2013,
and you're
he
obviously
can-
gonna give him a
he-
chance to
he
respond
can-
to your
Absolutely,
questions.
absolutely, because this is my question. Because you called me out. I didn't call you out.
Yeah, you did.
You said anytime, any place.
That's
what you
that.
said.
Let's get the record
Okay.
straight.
Ms. Hold it, no.
Hold on.
Senator Mullen, do you have a question for the witness?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's what
let's
I'm getting
hear it.
So, anytime, any place.
No, that's not,
April is a charity event.
no,
or-
that's not, no.
No, it's a,
No, we-
sir, he said it, and this is my
He is
time,
here to
and you
tell-
didn't set
no.
parameters on what the questions can or cannot be asked, and I'll ask
No,
you
you're
a
not
question.
we're not gonna be talking about
yes, we
physical
can.
confrontation.
Oh, this is about charity, for a union charity, because this
This
is for
is-
firefighters and
do you have a
policemen.
question on his
April,
testimony?
April,
Grow up.
April
Will you
next
please
You have
grow
a
up. You're an
question
embarrassment.
on his, let's not
year.
be.
You said it.
You're an
You
embarrassment.
said
You're
it,
an
and I'm just
embarrassment.
simply answering it.
You
Senator
reached
Mullen,
out
go
to
hold
your
it,
buddies.
hold it.
I-
Senator Mullen, you made some charges.
Charges.
Mr. O'Brien, do you want to respond to
Yeah,
the
go ahead,
question?
please.
Yeah, I mean, look, the reality of it is, you
Except
know,
my challenge
Mr.
stuff, guy.
Mullen, tough guy.
Answer, hold it. Answer the questions.
All right, y'all won. He made a lot of statements, right?
Come on, Bernie, man. Bernie should have let it happen, man. You should have let it happen. You know, we keep hearing from these weak Republicans that they're willing to fight for us, right? Well, let's see it. Let's finally see it. Now, obviously, I'm kidding. I don't want those guys to actually fight. I don't want to see that. Bernie definitely did the right thing, but the senator is right. You know, people get brave on social media, but that's not the only fight we got to talk about. You know, this is probably one of the craziest things I've ever heard from the halls of Congress, at least recently. So, according to a lawmaker that you guys are going to recognize, he's the guy that, you know, is actually, you know, caused some pretty serious problems for McCarthy, got him removed for his job. Basically, he was the deciding vote on whether or not to remove Kevin McCarthy from the speakership. Now, this guy famously, I guess Kevin McCarthy made fun of him and chastised him, basically mocked God when he said he was going to pray on his vote on whether to take him out of the speakership or not. So this guy now says that Kevin McCarthy hit him, and actually hit him pretty hard. And he says he did it in front of witnesses. Now, Kevin McCarthy has, of course, denied it, but we'll see where this goes. I'm sure it will take off like freaking wildfire through the mainstream liberal media. But let's have a look at what the man actually claims.
Apparently had a bit of a dust-up in the hallways himself with Kevin McCarthy. And I have Congressman Burchett with us here right now. So, Congressman, explain to us what happened with you and Kevin McCarthy.
Well, I was doing an interview with Claudia from NPR, a lovely lady, and she was asking me a question. And at that time, I got elbowed in the back, and it kind of caught me off guard because it was a clean shot to the kidneys. And I turned back, and there was Kevin. And I for a minute, I was kind of, what the heck just happened? And then I chased after him. Of course, he's as I've stated many times, he's a bully with $17 million in a security detail. You know, he's the type of guy that, when you're a kid, would throw a rock over the fence and run home and hide behind his mama's skirt. And he just, you know, he from behind, that kind of stuff. That's not the way we handle things in East Tennessee. If we have a problem with somebody, I'm going to look them in the eye and talk to them.
Okay, so he walked down the hallway, hit you in with his elbow.
Yeah, you can go on Claudia's Twitter account. It pretty much, or X account. It's very accurate.
But, okay, so then just explain. So you chased him? What do you mean you chased him?
I just ran after him. I was like, what the heck? Why'd you do that? Because it was, like I said, if you've ever been hit in the kidneys, it's a little different. You don't have to hit very hard to cause a little bit of pain, a lot of pain. And so he just, of course, as he always does, he just denies it or blames somebody else or something, and it was just a little heated, but I just backed off because I saw no reason. I wasn't gaining anything from it. And then everybody saw it, so it didn't really matter.
Like he responded to you?
Yeah, he just acted like, what are you talking about? Who are you? That kind of thing. And it's just, I think that's symptomatic of the problems that he's had in his short tenure as Speaker.
And were you face-to-face when you had this interaction?
Yeah, but there's security detail, and I get it. They were doing their job, so it wasn't exactly like he wouldn't turn around and face me. He kept scurrying and trying to keep people between me and him.
And then, so where did he?
I just let it go at that point. It wasn't.
Were you yelling?
He was. yeah, I raised my voice to him. I thought it was appropriate. You know, you just don't expect a guy who was at one time 3 steps away from the White House to hit you with a sucker punch in the hallway.
And did he raise his voice back to you?
Yeah, just that high-pitched kind of thing, I believe, and that was about it.
And did he walk into his office? How did this end?
No, he just kept on walking down the hall. I don't know where his office is now. And you know, he had his detail and his posse, so to speak, was with him.
So did his detail try to stop you?
Do what?
Did his detail try to stop
the detail kind of got, one guy got between us there towards the end, but I wasn't looking to knock him out or anything. I just wanted to let him know I know it was him.
Were you injured?
I don't know, injured, man.
Did it hurt?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it still hurts because it was a shot to the kidneys, and it still hurts. Oddly enough, it's not anything probably not going to do an ethics complaint on him. He's not worth it. You know, he's going to be gone here either after Christmas or next year. And like I said, you know, he's got the $17 million, and he's going to keep. You know, he's already messing in everybody's races, and we all know that.
Are you accusing him of assault?
Am I accusing him
of assault?
I don't know. Ask a lawyer. It's over as far as I'm concerned.
He said to our colleague Melanie Zanona that this was a tight hallway. He denies this interaction. He says a tight hallway, and I bumped into him. He says that this was not an intentional thing.
There's 435 congressmen. I was one of 8 that voted against him. That hallway was, there's plenty of room. You can walk four side by side. He chose to do what he did. And, you know, it'll end right here. I'm sure it'll just be a little asterisk on his storied career.
And he told me last week, you are only concerned about press and policy. That's why you voted him out. You're just concerned about the press.
Yeah, and that's why he held a exclusive press conference with CNN.
What do you mean? I mean, he doesn't think that you did it for any real reason other than to bolster your own profile.
I've gone through all the reasons. He just doesn't. He doesn't keep his word, and I think this is pretty much. It shows what he did. It just shows what he did, and it's just the way it is with him. He's not. You know, he could have gone out on top, and he's chosen to go this route. And I feel sorry for him. I pray for him every day. You may not believe that, but I do. I pray for him, and I hope he finds some happiness in his life.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you go. Others want to talk to you as well. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. So there you have that. Now, I'm not exactly sure what to even add to that, what to even say about that. That's just one of those things. You know, it really doesn't sound like much of anything, but in today's day and age, those are the things that don't sound like too much. Well, they can easily blow up and become something almost uncontrollable. So we'll see what happens with these guys. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, guys. And thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. And we'll see you in the next one.